Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Dan and we're currently working on my Fiesta ST150 and this Ford Focus RS behind me as well. So we don't really do much work on this car at the minute because it needs quite a bit of body work doing and I just sort of haven't got the time to do it. But on the Fiesta we are trying to make it a little bit more glamorous, bring it up to date a little bit, make it a little bit more OEM plus and just make it a nicer car to drive. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe down below, hit the thumbs up button just so we can make more content for you guys. So recently I updated the head unit to an Android 7-inch CarPlay model and what I'm going to do today is actually upgrade the speaker. Now I'm not sure how good they're going to be because the head unit in the Fiesta would have had its own small amplifier I believe, and this Android head unit I don't think it's going to have the power for these speakers, but we will see. It comes with sub leads, aux left and right leads as well, so I think it should have some sort of power to it. Anyway, I'm hoping it's got enough power to do these. So here we have the Alpine model number here. I can't read it because it's back to front on the camera, but I'll put a link to these in the description. These were £45 I think from eBay, so I'm not sure if these are actually going to do any good to the car. Surely they'll be better than the 20-year-old speakers that are in the car currently. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do it. I'm going to do one side first because you actually need these two clips as well. So these two clips, one for each side, basically that connects into the Ford loom and then obviously that connects into the speaker. So what I'll try and do a sound test. Now I appreciate it's not really going to come out on camera, even though I've got this lapel mic, it's not really going to sort of show you the quality. However, I will be as honest as possible. If they don't sound any different, I will tell you. If I think they sound a little bit different, I'll tell you. Whatever the difference is, I will let you know and I'll be truthfully honest. So what I do is once I've installed them, I'll do a little sound test of before and after. I'll show the difference. Hopefully you can hear it, but I will give you my honest review. So what I've done is switch the head unit on. As you can see, the brand new Apple CarPlay looking pretty decent. Right, I'm going to play a copyright-free song. I'm going to put the volume on level 15 and hopefully you can hear it through the lapel mic. It's actually quite loud. So this is the before sound. Okay, so in true YouTuber fashion, I've just done that side over there and just gave the little door a little clean up, nothing exciting, but made it look a little bit better. So in order to take this door card off, basically you've got a couple of the Ford poppers here, sort of dotted all around. Most of mine are probably broken anyway because the other side was. And what you'll need to do is take this bit of trim out here. I'm not going to show you how to do it because there's plenty of videos out there, but basically this trim sort of pops out. There's two Torx bolts in there, I think they're T20s behind here, so this handle pulls off, this bit pulls off. You disconnect your window switch, and I don't think you need to take this off. I'll let you know in a sec when I actually try it. And then also in true Ford fashion, underneath the door card you get these clips. So this kind of is a plastic bolt which unscrews out of these things that are located under here. There's one here, you can see, I think there's one just over here. You can see they're a bit of a pain. You just kind of unscrew them like this and then pull it down. I'll get that done, get this door card off, and then I'll show you the next bit. Right, so we've actually got the door card off. I did have to undo in the grab handle, or the door handle. There's a little bolt in here that attaches to the door just there, so you do have to do that. But then once you've done that, it gives you access to the door panel, so it's nice and easy. Right, so once you've got this off, what you then need is to undo the 4 Torx bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so undoing these 4 Torx bolts gives you access to the speaker. These are 5x7s. Right, so then this is the hard bit, so I'm gonna get my tripod for this bit. So what you're gonna do is take your speaker out, and obviously you've got your little Ford connector here, and then you just press at the back, and that should disconnect. So you can see there, obviously that's a Ford connector. Right, so when you get new speakers, you normally get the positive and the negative terminals there, and obviously that doesn't fit onto that. So on eBay there's a company, I'll put a link in the description, that sells these. So it's a harness that goes onto the Ford connector, then obviously onto the speaker. Now on the other side, this wasn't the easiest of jobs. So when you click it, look, it just keeps popping out. You kind of have to really wiggle this bit and lift up the little full tab, and then you can kind of eventually get it to clip in like that. So that's solid now. But the other side, I found that out the hard way. So that's the new speaker. Looks pretty decent, however you're never going to see it because it's hidden behind the car. Now what I could do, or what I should really do, is what Frozen Fez done, and he put some Dynamat behind here, but if I'm honest I can't be bothered because these are not going to generate too much power anyway. Well, you never know, I might get lucky, but I doubt it very much. Just a bit of an upgrade to the standard speakers, and obviously they're years old as well, so I'm just hoping the new head unit has enough power to make these sound half decent. I don't really care either way, as long as I've got music I don't mind. But yeah, these connectors here are a bit of a faff and all. They don't just go straight on, you have to like really wiggle them. And it really is as simple as that. So all I do now is just line the holes up, get the screws in, a bit of a lining up to do. Obviously I'll test this works. Should have done that before putting these screws in, I guess. Okay, so that works. So there it is, nice and easy, simple job. What I will do, before I put this popper on there, I'm actually just going to give, I know it sounds really weird, I'm actually going to give all of this in here like a clean up because it's like filthy. And obviously when you're cleaning the car, you never really get the chance to clean it out. So I've got some rubber cleaner, get that nice and clean, a bit of dressing on it, and that'll look good as new. Right, so that's all cleaned up. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I can, so that's all that matters. But that looks a lot cleaner in there, less sort of dusty and dirty in there. 20 years of filth gone. So now the joyous part of putting this all back together. But we'll do that with the power of editing. That's it, all back on. We'll give the door a little clean up and then we'll go inside and test how good this sounds. Fingers crossed. So we're back in the car. I've not heard this yet. I've heard them obviously make sure they're working, but I've not put it up to level 15 yet. So I don't think there's going to be much of a difference, which is going to be really annoying and probably a bit of a sad end to the video, to be honest. But I'll let you know my thoughts and I'll try and put clips in of before and after. So here's the before. Right, so there it is, the video on installing the speakers. Now, obviously listening to it in the car, if I'm honest, I can't really tell much difference. I think it's a placebo effect where I've got the new speakers and I think they sound better, so they do. There are a few more options on the head unit where you can change, like from, you know, on the equalizer, so you get like soft, classical, rock, pop. That does change it all, but I didn't mess around with them settings to begin with to do the test. So in normal mode, to be honest, they both sound the same, so I'm going to say don't waste your money. If you want to get good speakers, I would invest in a good head unit or an amplifier. So I do have an amplifier in a Focus, so what I might try and do at some point is get the amplifier out of there, because I don't really use it, and put it in there, or see if I can find a cheap amplifier from somewhere that I could put in the boot of the car, power up the speakers. So once you amplify the sound and get more power to the speakers, they sound much better, and you can't really get that from a standard head unit, let alone a AliExpress head unit. Anyway, if you stayed this long, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the like button, and I'll catch you in my next video.